Hey friends, how are you? It's Chris with a weekly market update. Hope you all have had a great week. I went into depth and detail last week in regards to the Cromford Market Index and how that's the best tool that we have for regards to predicting what's going to be happening in the months ahead. I'm going to go back to that tool today. If you want some more kind of in the weeds information on the Cromford Market Index, check out last week's video. It's going to be much shorter and more succinct today. I'm gonna go to the screen share here real quick so you can see what I'm looking at. And if you remember last week, we talked about supply and demand. Those are the two factors that kind of together form the Cromford Market Index. And so the reason we are in such a strong seller's market and have been for quite a long time is because of this number over here. This supply number is well below normal. We're actually at 46% of normal, even still with the changes in the past couple weeks. Our demand is actually above normal still. So as much as you hear about people are stopping buying homes and they're going to wait, they may be waiting a little bit more than they were a few weeks ago, but we're still above normal actually for the seasonal time this year. And so all in all, this puts us at 220 on the Cromford Market Index. Again, this has gone down pretty significantly since last week, but this is exactly what we expected it to do. We are way high. Remember, 100 is normal. So 100 would be a balanced market. Anything over 110 would be a seller's market. So we are in a very strong seller's market still, and this downward trend is not a bad thing. Buyers are getting a little bit more opportunity in this market, and sellers are maybe not going to get as many offers as they were before, but prices are going to continue to go up. I'm going to show you this next chart just so you can see pricing. We have had no change at all in regards to our price appreciation. 7.8% in the last year. And this is a lot higher in some areas of the valley, especially the East Valley, Chandler, Gilbert, this is even higher. And so we're still looking good. This Cromford Index is what I'm going to be checking each and every week to kind of get a feel for where we're at in regards to supply and demand. One thing though that that is helpful for you guys to understand is that we have a lot of escrows that we're planning on closing that buyers, if they've lost a job or some other circumstances that has not allowed them to close on that property, we have properties going back on the market, which is adding to our supply number, but it's also providing some opportunity for buyers that if a seller is desperate and really needs to get that house to close, especially if they're trying to close on another property, there might be some opportunity for a buyer writing an offer, even if it's a little bit lower than the seller was previously planning on taking. Sellers can get a little bit desperate in this type of situation. I think that's going to change over the next month or so to where sellers are not falling out of escrow anymore. But this is a unique little window right now that if you are considering buying, there may be more opportunity than we've had, definitely that we've had in the past 6 months to a year, but possibly even more opportunity now than we'd have another month or two from now. That inventory numbers continue to go up. I don't think we're going to get to a spot to where we're going to get into a buyer's market, but we're going to follow that Cromford Market Index chart really, really closely over the next weeks and months to get a feel for what's going to be happening again down the road, since that is a leading indicator. We can really know and predict the future based on what the Cromford Market Index is doing. So anyways, there's your update for the week. If you have any questions or if you know anybody that's just confused in regards to the market, is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? Any of that information, I'm happy to help. We can do a Zoom call, text, regular phone call, whatever you'd like. You guys take care, stay safe, and we'll talk next week. Thanks.